Hello, beautiful ones. Good night. It's Thursday night. The week goes by so quickly. But I just wanted to come tonight to offer you a nighttime, just a nighttime sort of tuck-in. I know these past few weeks have been so crazy, so much uncertainty, and so much uncertainty continues to loom in front of us. We've just had an election, which is seemingly still up in the air in some ways. And we have this massive COVID virus that doesn't seem to want to end. And in the midst of all of it, we're feeling tremendously anxious. So much anxiety, and with the holidays right around the corner, many of us are, whether we are expressing and communicating our anxiety and the stress that we're feeling, or we're holding it inside of our bodies, we're doing one of two things. We're containing the energy of anxiety, or we're able to release it. And I just want to bring this message to you tonight, that it's okay for you to express that you're afraid and that you're scared. I know in the past, when I've tend to sort of hide my anxiety, it worsens. And so it's a great idea for us to go outside if we can and get grounded, get our feet into the earth, and remind ourselves that in this present moment, that all is well, that in this present moment, you are fine. The outer world looks like chaos. And that's why the practice of coming inward is so important, right? Because we have the outer world and we have the inner world. And the more we sort of put our gaze on the outer world, the more we allow ourselves to move into that space where there's chaos, there's bedlam, there's just everything that doesn't seem peaceful. The more we cater to that, the more we put ourselves in that space, we lose this inner peace that we're trying to cultivate. And I'm not saying to take your eye off of it completely, because we still have to know what's going on in the world. But what I'm saying is that let's come back in more frequently. Let's create a foundation of peace within ourselves, that peace that we know we want to feel and that nothing out there will give to us. And this is a hard practice sometimes, right? Because we're so used to seeking what we want outside of ourselves. And this whole COVID season, everything that we've endured in this 2020, the big lesson, and I know the big lesson for me, the big lesson is, can I matriculate back inward to myself? Can I look into myself for what I need? Doesn't mean that I don't lean into my friends and my family and my community, but it also means that I get to practice what wholeness looks like from within here. What does my inner peace look like? What does my inner love look like? And all the things that I'm anxious about, maybe they don't disappear 100%, right? Because we're still living in this earth plane. We're still so very human, and we're still so very fragile and vulnerable. But the more we can practice moving into this interior space, the more we can practice like holding the container for the ache that we feel, the fragileness that we know is inside of us. Like, and sometimes it's paper thin, right? We feel like, oh my God, I'm gonna crack at any moment. I've been there. I know what that feels like. But if we can hold that space, if we can hold that space for all of that, all of the different things that we're feeling, and almost like being a mother to it and say, it's gonna be okay. Let me hold you, it's gonna be okay. And you might believe that maybe 50% because the rest of it is so unknown. But yet you still have the audacity to come in and say, I'm here for you. And so we don't throw ourselves away. We don't abandon what we're feeling. We don't neglect the anxiety and the stress, the uncertainties that we're feeling. We come home to acknowledge the feelings. And then we come into the body, we embody the feelings that we're having. We begin to feel. And with that feeling, we can pause, we can connect with the breath, we can connect with our bodies, and we can allow ourselves to dive right into this present moment. And so as you prepare yourself for your night, for bed, I want you to go to bed thinking not about the drama and the chaos that's out there. There's an endless supply of drama and chaos for you to keep you so busy for the rest of your life. And we have to choose, is that what I want my life to be about? Drama and chaos. Because in every moment, we're being given a choice. How to be, how we want to feel, how are we going to act, right? We have that choice. And I want to remind you of that. You have that choice. So as you go to bed tonight, I want you to think about, as you lay in your bed, you close your eyes, you become connected to your breath, allow the breath to steady, allow it to calm your body, allow yourself to move into your heart space. This beautiful, tender energy that's waiting for you in your heart. And just slowly, slowly connect with her, connect with the wisdom of your heart. And begin to invite yourself into peace, into the present moment, right? And you could even say the mantra, I am peace, or Om Shanti. Om Shanti, you could inhale Om, exhale Shanti. Inhale Om, exhale Shanti. Or you can say it in English, I am peace. And just allow the energy of that mantra to settle into your bones, to settle into this, your heart space, right? And so the very last thought that you have before going to bed, it's not one of anxiety, it's not one of chaos, it's one of peace, right? And this is a way of nourishing ourselves before we go to bed. That the very last thought that you have before you drift off to sleep is one of peace. So I love you so much. And yes, I know things are crazy right now. Be careful, be safe. You're loved. Always know how much you're loved. And we're going to get through this, right? By hook or by crook. I don't know how it's going to look. I don't know what the outcome is going to be, the when, the where. It's all uncertain. It's all a mystery. And the best that I can do is allow every day to unfold. That's the best that we can do right now. We take our precautions, the necessary precautions, and then we simply allow the unfolding to happen. And if we can do that without judgment and without a huge amount of fear, not saying we're going to get rid of the fear all at once, but if we can stay the course, stay present to what is, stay present to yourself. Notice, observe, and just be. This has to be the practice during this time, this stillness, this beingness that we can now choose to cultivate at a higher level within ourselves. Okay. So blessings and peace be with you tonight, and I love you. And this is Esha, a star. Namaste.